All right, we have a pretty sick presentation to go. I'll start screen sharing and get this show on the road. All right. Oh, looks like we're all here. All right, everyone. Wait, everyone can see my screen, right? All right, cool. All right, everyone. We have made it. Pierre has made it to the end. We have made it to the finish line. I'm Blake Martin, the product manager for this project. I'm glad to say we have a working live MVP. Why wait any longer? Why not just get the show on the road? So I'll have our first speaker, Vamsi, take it away and do our introduction for us.
What's up, everybody? My name is Vamsi. I'm super proud and happy that we've completed this project. And I was an ML and backend engineer here. And in order for me to effectively start this out, I need to take you all back to my AI camp experience this past summer. One of the very first things that we started out with is we were tasked to make a product spec. And so in my experience, our product spec was pretty bad. It was super vague, didn't outline all the steps we needed properly. And so it was difficult to actually gain momentum in our product. Although we finished out with a great project, it could have been a lot better if we had a great product spec. So that's where our problem statement is. Like, if you want to go to the next slide, our problem statement is that we need to create a time efficient bot that will allow you to grade and evaluate your own product spec without having to call up one of your teammates. And yeah, it'll save a lot of time and be efficient so that you can get a quality product spec before you actually start your project. It's super important that you have this product spec. Otherwise, your project is going to be a lot less efficient. So we'll move on to the solution.
So our solution to these problems listed by Vamsi is Peer. Peer will provide AI-generated feedback on all aspects of a product spec, along with recommending a rewrite generated using its own device. The model will not only provide you this amazing feedback and rewrite, but it will also deliver it in a quick and understandable format. Peer does this by only taking 20 seconds to finish generating the feedback, which it then parses into pages and sections for the user's benefit.
All right, great. Now, hello, Blake. Now, looks like we're gonna do a demo Peer, so y'all can see Peer in action. Unfortunately, Peer is not yet available to the public. It's currently being utilized and tested by the AI Camp tech team, but for the right price, it could be public. But we're gonna do Summarization Nation's product spec as our example. So let me find their product spec. It is right here. All right, and we have a video on how to enable Peer. I'll just go ahead and do it. All you do is you just since Peer is added to the AI Camp workspace, you just go to add connections and it just popped up. But you would just go to add connections, look for Peer. Peer it's already added, so it doesn't appear there. But Peer would appear in the search results, and you just click it and then give it access. It's pretty easy to actually give Peer access to your product spec. But then all you'd need to do is you would need to get the link to your product spec. Then you would go to Discord with the channel in which Peer is enabled. Currently, it's only enabled in the AI Camp Tech Team channel. But then you would just do the command !, Peer, and then paste the link, and then you click enter. Then Peer would start reviewing your product spec, and around 20 seconds, not quite exactly 20 seconds, because it's really thinking and trying to give you the best advice it can. So it's definitely worth the time. Might be more like a minute. But we have some to keep your interest. We have some great animations designed by our amazing front-end designer, Rain O'Keefe. Okay, and here we go. And then Peer, and then just like we promised, Peer gives you its own feedback, and then it's suggested rewrite. So for Summarization Nation for their product spec, the peer would say that this is a clear and concise product problem statement. So anyone from Summarization Nation, if you're here, then kudos on your problem statement. And then also it would give a suggested rewrite with any improvements that could be made to the problem statement. And then likewise, it would do that for your solution statement, where you define your target audience, so your who has this problem, your success criteria, and your milestones. Basically, a peer pulls out like whatever it can extract from your problem statement that relates to like these key aspects of what a product spec should have. So like your problem statement, your solution statement, your milestones, and then grades it. So that's just a demo. So we can see peer in action to see that it does indeed fulfill our MVP and solve the problem that we set out to solve. And then let me go back to our beautiful presentation. And then bouncing off that in terms of the success with Peer Live and having done dozens of detailed reviews on real world product specs, including the original Camper Kudos product spec drafted like I think over a year ago, we've succeeded in solving our problem. And as we saw, Peer will continue to benefit team members and students with product specs internally while also being able to scale beyond. Right now, it's currently just being used by the AI Camp team, but we plan to have it being utilized by like students this summer. So like Vomsy, for instance, like how he said his product spec originally wasn't very good. We can train and then give automated feedback to students so they can have the best, clearest vision on like where to start with their project. All right, now I'll pass it on to our next speaker.
I would say a key factor in our success can be attributed to the best practices that we strive to follow throughout our development process. At first, our ML team took a deep dive into the individual components that make up a great product spec, and this also includes the research of competitors and analyzing similar products. After we continually benchmarked our MVP's performance to make decisions off of, so using iterative development, we're always able to improve our product, whether it's with the utilization of prompt engineering, we're refining our user experience, or designing new features. And going with our code base, we maintain industry standards to ensure its readability and also ease of scalability. Everything is passed through code reviews and organized with proper version control. Team-wise, we place a large emphasis on the virtues of transparency, collaboration, and communication. When all of these soft skills have come together to form a strong team capable of professional development.
All right. Along with following along with best practices, as a team, we really learned several key things over the course of these past 10 weeks. Just think about it for a second. 5 teenagers developing professional skills while creating an industry-level project. Me personally, I wouldn't have even fathomed that in the start of summer. Other than that, the first key learning field was in GPT itself. Through completion of this product, I speak not only on behalf of the machine learning team, but for all of us when I say that we have gained immense knowledge about the capabilities of GPT and how it compares to the nuances of human language. More specifically on how minute differences in prompts can lead to drastic differences in the outcome.
Testing is a key learning we overlooked in the beginning. We had problems and they got into our demos. But as we continued on unit testing and learning things like remembering to test user interface or making sure all the variables are local and not global, we managed to have mostly error-free code and demos.
And the third is collaboration, something that is often overlooked as being non-technical. But from start to end, every part of this product taught us the importance of proper collaboration and communication, not only within the team, but also with others. The help that we got from Alex and others, just as an example, really allowed us to develop the best possible product.
Wow, it's already me already. Okay. Hello, everyone. So now we're going to be talking about our post MVP. So the future Peer. So the first thing we plan as our post MVP is our redesign. With Peer, we plan on building it with TypeScript. And so with TypeScript, we plan to have it have improved functionalities like pagination and GPT calls and much more. Then also with our two-way feedback, this one I'm personally excited about as well. Users will be able to review the feedback they have received. So they get feedback from peer, then they get to write their own feedback back to peer. So it's a both two-way communication thing. And in turn, really the whole thing is it just helps peer improve its feedback for others. And then the fine tuning, we expect even better performance, maybe even faster speed with the loading. Maybe we would like to hit 10 seconds instead of 20 seconds. And then to add more, we're looking forward to a possible resume grading feature where, as teenagers and going into the work field, we need to have those resumes ready and we need to have like feedback on those resumes. So adding that feature will really help those building those resumes. So that's one feature we plan on adding to peer. So those are our post MVP for peer.
Take a quick moment to speak on behalf of the entire team. We are so grateful, thankful for the entire AI Camp team, AI Camp organization for giving us this awesome opportunity. I never thought I was going to connect with so many people around the country and work on such an awesome project. So big thank you to my team as well as AI Camp. Thank you guys.
Round of applause for our peer team.